Hello, hello, 1 2 1 2. The fuck? Okay, yeah, so it works. Alright, we're good. Decisive, my man. I am so happy to see you. I'm playing Hades from the beginning. I am playing Hades from the beginning because I got it on the PS4, and these questionable providers have decided that they don't want to do cross saves with Steam and or Switch. So it is what it is, right? These people are very territorial. What can you do? Three times, yeah. It's fucking ridiculous, right? Ugh. Wait, do I want to do hell mode? For all those unafraid of death and rather difficult matters, the pact of punishment will make your life harder right away. Okay, cool. Set this if you're a veteran of the cycle of death and rebirth or seeking a pure immortality. Yeah. Alright, cool. So I have never taken a look into Hades. I honestly have zero idea what it's about. I'm glad that you're checking it out with me. This is a new experience for whoever wants to join in and chill. And dude, like, yeah, I'm happy to bring you along. I'm happy to have anyone join. So yeah.
inspires fear and penitence, reminding us of the inevitable fate which we all share. I, however, mean to tell you such a tale. Listen carefully.
Goodbye, Father.
Goodbye, Father.
To hell with this place.
It looks so good on the PS4. Like, it just looks so much better. Just so much better, dude.
I'm leaving. Try to stop me. Crushed.
So far, I'm reminded of Diablo. A little bit, yeah, a little bit. It definitely has that, like, diagonal, sort of, top-down feel to it.
It's got to be her.
Hail, noble cousin. Now, let's get you from that miserable place. I'll see that all of us upon Olympus do our part, beginning here with me.
Divine, I'm going with Dash, because Dash in this game, protective Dash, is so good. Heat 5 run. I think there's a name for that. I probably. I don't doubt it. I just never knew what the name was.
Thank you.
Dude, I changed the where my microphone's desk arms like is stationed at. Oh my god. And it's so much better. I have my microphone hanging from top down instead of going from bottom up. It is so much better, and I feel I can sit so much better now. It's so good. And I can actually like have my face up to the microphone without like compromising. Yeah, without compromising my my posture. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I'm quite literally mouth to microphone without any trouble, and and my microphone is like literally situated in a much better way. So I'm glad that like the feedback is better, according to what you're saying.
Come on.
Is it do you hear any ambient noise? Like my AC is running in the background. Do you hear that at all, or do you just hear the game? I just want to make sure.
This one was bound to show up, I guess. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
You've got quite the fighting spirit in you there, I have to say. Most intriguing, and yet no surprise for someone born in hell itself. You come on out of there and tell me all about it. I'm a fellow student of death, you see.
Zero ambient noise. This is just perfect. Sweet. Dude, I'm happy. I'm happy. This allows me the chance that if I have to get frustrated, which I do in this game, usually not around this time because it's easier compared to the settings I was running, I'll just yell away from the mic. Like, it's so much, I'm very glad that you're giving me feedback on this. Like, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It helps a lot. What are you up to, man? How's your day coming along? Rather, it's a night. So how was your day? How's your night coming along?
I know of. Well, several, really. Anyway, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
I heard about you. Look, I'm not like all the others on Olympus. The power of the hunt helps keep me company, so maybe it'll help you too.
My night is pretty alright. Thinking about a game with a release date of 2025. Oh, which game? What kind of game is it?
The power of the hunt sounds like good company to keep. Something.
Purgatory X. I'm pretty sure it's going to be made on RPG Maker like the last two games. Nice. Honestly, Purgatory 1 and 2 are absolutely the best things ever. That's nice. I'm glad to hear that. If you want, like, can you tell me more about these games? I've never heard about these games until you mentioned them.
With your power, Lord Ares, maybe I'll get out of here yet.
Yeah, not a lot of people know about them. I only found out because YouTube randomly recommended a video to me. That's fair. I think I'm gonna die. How long have you known about Purgatory, the series?
In the name of Hades.
Basically, in the first game you play as this girl called Henry, and you and company go explore a haunted factory that is on top of a hill. Henry herself does not speak, but that's because she is just shy. She has a single line of text in the ending of the second game. Interesting. So you as a protagonist are essentially mute, not necessarily by choice, but because of shyness. I know this series since almost the start of the year. Oh wow, interesting. So you're pretty invested in it. That's cool. That's awesome, man. That's really cool, man. Yeah, I thought so. It's actually really tough to make any progress in the very beginning of the game because you have nothing. I have one stock, I have one dash, I don't have any status affliction bonus damage. It's pretty tough.
Damn it.
When you get there, everyone is afraid when they go in, they will get stuck in there, so they send you inside first and then the door closes.
Everyone, don't mind me.
In terms of... like, who's afraid? Like, you and the other characters?
Back already.
Returned.
Welcome to
Stupid.
Greetings, father.
Be on your way indeed. What do I care?
Do not despair.
I believe it.
The risk is.
Yes, we are.
The dialogue is like very beautiful in this game. It's so good. I'm sorry I'm like taking away from the experience, but like the dialogue takes so long. The story is really good, and I'm going to let cutscenes play out outside of here. I just don't want to play the dialogue out because I just want to play the game.
I think I'm welcome.
Sorry.
Come on, lad.
Oh, okay. So yeah, pertaining to the cast of characters, that's interesting.
Hey, room.
So they send you inside first, and the door closes. So essentially, they kind of just like trap you in the haunted factory. Sadly for them, a giant zombie-like dude appears from a hole behind them and kills them all. Jesus Christ.
Night and darkness guide me.
I'm gonna save my shadow orbs or whatever for the... what's it called? I'm gonna save it for the Death Defiance because my goal is to get the... I want to maximize the opportunity in order for me to get the... rather, I'm so dumb. I'm trying to save up my shadow orbs so that I have the maximal opportunity to live through these runs or survive through these runs. That's really what I'm trying to do. So you're the only one that survived. The second game turns out only 2 of them really died. Interesting. Interesting, interesting.
That sinister window there. There we go. Coronach, the Heartseeker. Let's deal some death. I'll have to come back later. Looks like Father's not going to make this one easy on me.
Decisive, I have a question. I don't know if you know this about microphones, but if a person speaks a little too loudly, there's a certain area in the audio where it will quote unquote peak, where like that peak of volume when I speak into the microphone, it'll sound like a little too loud. It'll break a little bit. Has it sounded like that at all with me in the past, like ever since this stream started? It has not peaked yet. Okay. All right, cool. So no matter what, it sounds like studio quality, right? Like it doesn't sound janky. Okay, okay. All right, thank you. Just so I need to make sure because like I'm looking at my studio interface and like if I speak a little too loudly, like that right there. If I emphasize a little too loudly, then I will sometimes reach into the red zone. I don't know if the red zone on my end is translating to peaking at all for you, or if since you are obviously going to see the same stream as everyone else or as my end, I don't know if the red zone means it's peaking for you at all. I've seen mics peak before, yeah, and yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, I'm trying really hard to avoid that.
Go on, boy. This ought to be interesting.
From what I've experienced, it's actually a little above the red zone to make the... Oh, so it's a little above the red zone. So it's not the red zone to make the mic peak. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I wouldn't have learned that because I don't research enough about it. I literally just trial and error my performance.
Okay.
Greetings there, young man. Look, your father's always been rather difficult, and he's not so much as called.
So that gives me comfort because that means I can like chill. I don't have to have my face like right at the mic. That gives me solace. That's what I've seen with OBS recording though. I don't know what you're using. I'm using Elgato capture program.
Lord Uncle Zeus lending his support. Never thought I'd see the day. Or night. Whenever.
I should have done special. I completely forgot. I completely forgot that I was using the bow. I thought I was using the sword. In fact, let me restart that run. But yeah, even that time you screamed, it just barely peaked. Did I scream in this stream? I can't remember. Because when I scream, like I'm literally turning away from the microphone. That's when I scream.
There we go. Coronach, the Heartseeker. Let's deal some death. Psst, over here. What the? nice place you go. I don't remember. If you insist. This ought to be interesting.
I mean, when you were showed me? Oh, when I was demonstrating, like, volume peaks, or quote-unquote volume peaks.
Is that... Is this
When I was just basically raising my input, like, when I'm speaking a little more loudly.
Olympus, I accept this message.
No, you're fine, you're fine. I'm just, I just want to make sure that, like, I'm understanding correctly, that's all.
Lord Uncle Zeus lending his support. I never thought I'd see the day. Or night. Whenever.
So that's the reason why I decided to opt out of, the decision I made before. I decided to switch because I don't like having a Thunder Dash on. On a far distance weapon. It doesn't make any sense. Might as well just have a protective dash.
Can unlock something back home.
This artwork is beautiful. Oh, dude, absolutely. Absolutely, man.
Come on, let's fight.
I believe the first game was Bastion.
It's cycle number 2. It's got to be. Then, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
It must be tough to be an indie dev. Yeah, I can't imagine, dude. Like the amount of demands and like publishers and studio deadlines, I can't imagine. No real incentive to keep on working, just you and your desires to make something great. Yeah, and also like hopefully the team makes it worth it.
Calling from the dead.
And if your game doesn't sell well, oh man, that must suck. Yeah, it's a shame because like these devs, they're just doing work that they are instructed to do. Like, that's really it. They're not instructed to have like creativity outside of the boundary of like what is assigned. I'm pretty sure they're allowed some level of creativity, just not like, oh, the story sucks and it clearly is bad, and it's clearly that the writers don't really they didn't really connect with a certain aspect of the characters, the story, and the way that they write is questionable. And the devs can only work with that. They just have to develop for that, which sucks. There's so many intricacies in the development process that like anything can go incorrectly, and like those any variables can make or break the reviews, which affect the sales. Which is a shame, you know? But like, yeah. Like it's a double-edged sword, because like if the team, not just the dev team, if the entirety of the conglomerate doesn't want to focus on like what makes a good game have or provide a good experience, like they have to learn. They have to learn through the pain and punishment. They can't just demand and be entitled to be like, yo, like stop being whiny babies and like enjoy our game. I think that happened with Watch Dogs. Something happened with a sequel. I actually don't know. No. It was what was that game from last year? It was for PS4.
Something transpired.
Not last year, like several years back.
You know better.
Deke, it's a protagonist, that's his name. Um, Damn, dude, I can't remember. Cyberpunk was an abomination. It's an abomination because, like, bad, like, really hyped up marketing, really bad delivery, really bad, questionable story. And they tried to market it as, like, oh my god, this is like, you're gonna blow your mind, you're gonna blow your load, you're gonna do everything, and it's gonna take you to the next plane of existence in the gaming industry, and it just didn't do that. It's literally just a cyberpunk Oblivion or a cyberpunk Skyrim. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, man. That's kind of just disappointing. The devs needed way more time. They had less time to develop it than The Witcher 3, which is a shame. Games are just a combination of every media on the planet, basically. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Each exit has its own reward.
God, what was that game I was thinking about?
You lads again.
I don't know. If it comes up, I'll say something. Oh no, I'm dead. Yep, I thought so.
Stupid skeleton twins.
Yeah, that was completely my fault. Um, it's so hard to be as aggressive as I want to be
Okay.
because I know that, like, I'm just gonna get punished pretty hard for having so little resources.
Perhaps one.
Nice. Happen to know.
Hunch.
What's your plan for the night, Decisive?
The house of it.
Do you know the definition of a perfect sequel? I feel like it's a joke. Don't make a sequel. Something along those lines.
Darkness guide.
I won't forget you, Nexus. Okay.
My plan for the night is watch your stream and probably pass out after 1 a.m. Yeah, I'll be probably going for a little bit of time. As far as I know, I don't have anything planned for before my day starts tomorrow, so yeah, I'm probably just gonna keep running it. I'm probably gonna go for another hour, which is probably 1 a.m. your time. When I end. As if I'm understanding, I think you're an hour ahead of me.
Don't suppose. Not a chance.
I keep on thinking to your previous time zone relative to mine.
Looks like Father's not going to make this no turning back. That looks like a Daedalus hammer. Daedalus, wherever you may be right now, thank you.
No, perfect sequel is like when it takes the universe and expands every aspect it can. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, have you watched a movie called Don't Breathe? It's basically about like a dude who's suffering from PTSD, and he thinks that like he has to do some really questionable stuff in order to save himself. So the sequel came out, Don't Breathe 2 or Part 2, whatever. It literally it did exactly what you were talking about. It expanded the universe. It expanded every aspect of it that it introduced in the original, and it's so good.
Fetch me something.
It is so good. I don't know how to explain, like, but then again, like, I relate to the characters, the protagonist, in the sense of like the struggles he's facing, and like he's trying to fight against the evil inside of him. So I relate, and I had huge like I resonated a lot with the movie and the sequel. I it's so hard to like talk about it because like I would just recommend watching it first. You could probably find Don't Breathe 2. No, you could probably find Don't Breathe as a movie to watch of your researched methods. So I think you'll be able to figure that one out.
Poseidon's strength.
I can't really say specifics.
Tests.
Purgatory 2.
Felt something.
Purgatory 2 took the basic concept and the little story that Purgatory went ahead and just kept expanding it. Ha, I know what you're talking. Yeah, you get it.
Let's see what's in here.
So, yeah, I mean, like, I love the movie, but it's not really up everyone's alley because some people find the topics discussed in the topics as per discussion towards and from the movie and the series, they find it difficult to palate. Like it's very difficult to be palatable, and I understand. I understand. There was a movie called You Were Never Really Here. Joaquin Phoenix as the forefront protagonist, the forefront actor, and oh man, I felt very uncomfortable watching it because it kind of brought out like a mirror of the struggles that I dealt with and deal with. At the time, I didn't understand that, and I felt very uncomfortable. I felt a lot of difficulty trying to like just catch my breath, and it felt like I was at the time. It felt like I was panicking. Like while I was watching the movie, I had to stop and pause. I had to stop and pause for like the first 30 minutes. So many times of You Were Never Really Here, the movie, and I had to stop. Like I had to keep on stopping, and I couldn't understand why. I decided to like see a therapist a little after that point, and he was like, "Yeah, you were probably like such and such and such." I know of a certain website where I can do that exactly that. Nice. I have no I have no idea how they get the movies, the exact date they launch. Really? That's nuts, dude. Okay. So it's August 22nd. Next month, the beginning of next month, I'm opening up the Discord. The public Discord, the stream Discord. It's gonna be open, going live. It's gonna be open for like 20-30 people to get invited. After that, it's gonna be a trial phase to see how it goes. Yeah, when I put that out there, dude, come through and join if you still have your Discord account. Like, I want you to be in the streaming Discord.
You and me. I always come back.
Did you happen to know, my king, that you have slain more than 100 foes since you began your
Actually,
You have. All right.
actually, dude, Decisive. Let me just fucking invite you now. Fuck it. Let me just invite you now. Let me just get you exclusive access now. I'm gonna make a singular invite for you. Fuck it. I don't care. Just fuck it. Invite. And then let me just make sure I did the invite correctly. Yeah, fuck it, dude. Like, it'll just be better for you to join as is. Yeah, there you go, man. I'm keeping an eye out on the Discord just to make sure that like I can properly welcome you in and give you the proper role, cause I think it would be a shame just to have you start as like a regular as opposed to like someone who's clearly spent time watching and like dedicating your following to me. I appreciate your existence, man.
Wretches.
It says it's invalid or expired. Okay, let me fix that. Okay, try that one. Let me know if that works. It should work. Because I may have copied the wrong one before. Welcome, Decisive. Um... Thanks, man. Worked. Oh man, you gotta have balls to actually have a real life pic as your profile picture. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't really care. I stopped caring. I used to hide, man. I used to like I used to be very how do I say this? I used to be very
Bottle of nectar.
hidden. But honestly, like, I don't care, man. It's no big deal. But I do understand where you're coming from, though. I do understand where you're coming from.
That's what you get.
I'm just tired of hiding, that's all. You can chat in Stone Age. Stone Age is like the general chat, the main chat. So stuff like that. And yeah. My compatriots, they're fucking awesome. They're so cool to talk to. I hope you enjoy your time there, man.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Dude, I put my... That sucks, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's rough. It's such a shame because like I understand that if information out there is like relative to like it's actually pretty easy to obtain and like just through researching and being nosy, I understand like yeah. I understand that, like, yeah, okay, fine, it's fair game if people just want to be fucking predators. They're so fucking weird if they do that. But holy shit, like, it's fair game because public information is quite literally public information. But it fucking blows. They fucking found... Dude, you know how... do you know what's fucked up? Like, people from my past won't shut the fuck up and leave me alone. I haven't put any of my public information out there of like where I'm at in life, nothing like that. And people still fucking try and chase me down. It's so fucking annoying. Like, people don't know how to shut the fuck up and leave me alone. It is fucking egregious. And holy shit, I barely have any information out there that is like revealing, compromising, or anything. And these motherfuckers just won't leave me the fuck alone. And holy shit, it's fucking awful. I dropped my Facebook, all of my Instagram accounts, and whatever it may be, they're all under different aliases, and like I have nothing that's revealing about me, other than like previews or like teasing camera work angles, showing a little bit of my face but not full of it, and stuff like that. But like nothing that's like that would indicate searching my name on the internet and revealing and calling forth any of the accounts that I have, like Freddy Lucius. That whenever you search my name out there, you're not gonna find Freddy Lucius, no matter what. But like, people are such son of a bitch. They're such bitches that no matter what, they keep chasing me down. I'm like, you fucks, stop texting me, get the fuck away from me. Like, you made my life hell growing up. Stay the fuck away from me. Like, why are you chasing me down? It's so fucking awful. I hope my rant didn't peak the audio at all. If it did, please let me know.
The might of the huntress. Hit the spot.
I didn't? Okay, good. Thank you. Like, dude, it makes me so mad. It makes me so mad how fucking nosy people are. And you know what the worst part is? These people voluntarily put out so much information out there under their government alias, their government names, and, dude, out of the people I should have deleted on my list of contacts, I found 30 people just typing in their name in fucking Google's search engine. Do you know how fucking crazy that is? I literally just googled their government name and all their shit showed up. I'm like, you're fucking insane. How do you let yourself be so easily found? That is fucking insane. These people are insane. And they don't care.
I'll have to go with the pink.
They think it's like okay. Like, I don't know what your perspective is. Clearly you have some idea that like people on the internet, especially like I guess in the realm of streaming, should have some level of privacy and confidentiality. And I agree. People can do what they want, but I agree that like there should be some level of privacy that's respected. And honestly, like people on the internet are they're so terrible. Ice Age is literally just there are channel descriptions. Check if you're on the phone, check the channel and press the title. It's on the top. But Ice Age is literally just documenting and preserving, archiving links. No, photos, videos, images, stuff like that. Yeah. Ice Age. Man, that was my fault. I don't like taking photos because I know people are gonna post them in social media. We don't do that in the streaming Discord. Please don't do that. If you want privacy, please do not post any revealing photos. Just don't, please. For your sake, just don't.
They got me. No way to patch up.
We respect anonymity in the streaming server. We respect privacy. If you do not feel comfortable posting anything, please don't.
Broke out of Tartarus.
Photos can be anything. You could post food. You can post videos of food. Stuff like that. It doesn't matter. Post whatever you want. Or don't post. It's up to you. I definitely won't. Good. Just don't. It's not worth it.
Burn flingers. Almost there.
What?
All set.
But yeah, dude, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. The Discord will go live public in beginning of September. I've just been stabilizing it, making sure that like it's okay. If I don't feel like making any changes like for a while, then yeah, like I feel comfortable making it go live.
The key to a weapon.
I don't really get the whole food posting thing. In my mom's case, her friends share photos of their foods so they can prove to each other they're eating properly, but I don't get it for most people. For me, the reason why I post food is because I want to share to others. I want to be held accountable for what I'm putting into my body because I work out. And I want to show people that what I eat is perfectly okay because I'm actually doing what it takes to make sure that I'm still healthy, and that people make too much of a big deal about where their dietary restrictions are or what their dietary concerns are, and they make it too much of a big deal. I post food because I want to show people that it is perfectly okay to literally eat whatever you want as long as you're paying attention to what your body is feeling like. I'm showing people that I can literally drink like 10 cups of milk, I can literally eat 10 bags of chips, and I can literally eat like I can literally eat up to 4,000, 5,000 calories, not on a daily basis, but on a semi-regular basis, to help feed my body to grow whenever it is in so much pain from the punishment of training. And my training is good. My training is like exceptional. I know what I'm doing. I've been training for a total of like 14 to 16 years of my life, not counting the athletic endeavors that I was put through growing up, not counting that. So I have like a disgusting amount of athletic and weight training experience.
You'll get the hang of
Dude,
it there, lad.
you ever having a great day and then look at the calories in a McDonald's hamburger? Yeah, it's disgusting. And do you know why it's disgusting? It's because of the fats. Fats have 9 calories per gram, while carbs and proteins have 4 calories per gram. Fats, and it adds so much flavor to all these items. And,
Please, I'm grateful.
like, it's... Dude, yeah, it's just the fats. There's so many fats in, like, fast food.
Welcome home, boy.
That's all right, Father.
I asked for
Some sort of special offer for me, my good shade. Work authorized. A fountain chamber in the depths of time.
It's literally all the fats, man. It's such a shame. I'm like, did I really just eat this? Yeah, no, I feel you. For me, I used to be able to slam like 5 McDoubles without shame. These days, my body can't handle that disgust. I literally can't handle that punishment. For me, I eat to feed. I don't eat to indulge. I eat to feed and satiate because I want my body to grow, and like I want my body to chisel itself out from the training. I want my body to recover. I want my body to make sure that like it's getting the amount of calories and whatever it needs to grow. That's I feed. I eat in order to feed.
Nix isn't around.
The prodigal son returned.
Don't worry, Meg.
Look, I have a reputation to uphold. You get
Now I
past
completely understand where you're coming from.
all the way.
Hey, room.
No, I missed my chance. I'm somehow getting a Hat in Time vibes here. Honestly, don't know how. It happens. Like, sometimes we often get reminded of some things that we don't necessarily know what is coming forth, what is facilitating those recollection cues. Sometimes nostalgia cues, but it just depends on, like,
Open up. You just
it just depends on, like, what the subject matter is, what's facilitating those cues, stuff like that.
Hey, Skelly, you look like it. Ah, you can How am I supposed to keep... I don't know.
This one I want to go for first because he gives me a lucky tooth, which is an extra defiance, essentially. I hope that sneeze wasn't too loud. I sneezed away from the mic. A Hat in Time was just great, man. I sat down and 100% that game. From what I experienced, like I watched that game. I think it was the Game Grumps that I watched, and that game looked like a good chuck of fun, like a good toll of fun.
Darkness, give me strength.
I wanted to make a mod for that game, but the editor is just clunky. Damn, that's rough.
I'm ready.
The shield here that I'm using, it's a perfect blend of like close combat and distant fighting, and I'll show you why.
Oh, it's her. That must be a mess.
Why, hello there, little broadling.
Legit 3 minutes to boot it up, and it crashes so often with the small stuff. Dude, I'm sorry, man.
Interested? In the power to break hearts? Sure, I don't see why not.
It's literally just Captain America. It's so good. This shield is so good. If I want like a perfectly balanced fighting style for the run, I'll run shield. I have no idea how someone managed to make full worlds with that thing. Yeah, that's rough, man. Hopefully I get Doom, Ares.
More darkness.
Yeah, I'm looking for some Doom, dude. So what Aphrodite does, based on the nature of her mythology, she's romance, she is lust and whatever else. She weakens, she nerfs the damage of the enemies. It's so good. I don't know by what percentage, let's check. 30% less damage, that's nutty. That makes a big difference between life or death in this game. Percentages are so important to look into, and for me, on my own time, I actually do take the time to calculate the percentages versus like additive damage, percentage increase versus additive increase. It's essentially multiplicative versus additive, and sometimes it makes far more of a difference to go one way or the other. It just depends on it just depends.
Welcome.
I beat Doom Eternal a while back, and I had to remove shadows in the command prompt so I would get playable FPS, but it works. That's what matters, man. You gotta make things work, dog. That's good. I'm happy that it worked well and paid off.
I think I hear the river. Kieran's shop. Find it.
The infant.
That would be me.
Fuck, I fucked up. Missed my chance. It actually does not look that different without shadows. Interesting. If you would like, you can post comparison photos in Ice Age of the Freddy server, if you would like. Again, Ice Age can be about whatever photos you want to post, at your discretion. Making sure that, oh, this is such a tease. Making sure that you don't post anything that is revealing about yourself. Just please avoid that. You actually, as you understand. So, you know, at your leisure, do whatever you want. Oh, I mean, like, yeah, okay. I thought you meant you had, like, reserved screenshots, so you already had stuff like that. Fair enough, man. No worries.
Enchantments for my weapon.
Armor is always good because, like, you can tackle away, destroy, get rid of their armor, which is so difficult to get rid of with a vanilla set of damage. So anything that's involving damage to armor percentage-wise, I might as well. 400% more damage to armor is so good.
Hey, Princess. Must look like I'm slacking off with the old boulder here, but I was just getting back on my feet. The Fury Sisters don't often leave me be. Where'd they go, anyway?
Well, you know, just
Oh, I'll let...
No, that's not what I meant, idiot. Anyway, the guys at ID are great developers. A great game runs great on anything. Nice. Yeah, I read that. Yeah, I can find some comparison shots online though. Removing shadows is a very common trick. It's nice, nice. As long as it's not any trouble on your end, man. By the way, did you know it's possible to download Linux on a jailbroken PS4 and play Steam games on it? I had no idea. I had no clue. If you are aware of the YouTube channel called Some Ordinary Gamers, Mudahar, he has a tendency to really bend the boundaries of systems and all that to see if like he can emulate certain games and all that. I don't really want to talk about it because, like, for me, that I feel as though that's a dodgy topic to talk about publicly. But yeah, if you are aware of Some Ordinary Gamers, he's a pretty good channel to watch, and I think I enjoy his content. I personally enjoy his content. I think he's cool. I get to learn a lot because a lot of the topics that he looks into, I never research myself because I'm fucking lazy. Oh, I am sub to him, but I barely watch him. That's fair. Fair. He talks about emulation a lot. If you ever want to, like, look into that, he talks about emulation a lot. He talks a lot about, he talks a lot about, that field of topics. So, if you ever are interested in, like what you spoke about, he talks about Linux a lot too, I think. Windows, Linux, stuff like that. What the fuck just happened? You basically play anything on
sure then. In the name of Hades,
a Linux PS4, unless it requires DirectX 6, since the PS4 doesn't use that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool for people who would like to partake in that, and I think that it is a pretty cool concept. Yeah. I would like to use or at least try Linux, but I share a computer. That's fair. That is fair.
leave it to the god of wine to liven things up around here. Oh no.
Let's see if you can live through this.
Got their attention.
What?
A few more moments. Worthless.
Enough.
There we are.
Hey, did you see Pokemon Legends Arceus? I saw a little bit of it. As far as I can tell, as far as I remember, I enjoyed what I saw. What's up? What's on your mind about it?
This can unlock a weapon back at home. Which path?
Yeah, what's on your mind about it, man?
Kira.
What?
Not sure.
How goes it, Zagreus?
I'll make every strike count. I'll pay for that.
Wait, it's very ugly, like really ugly, but when I look at the gameplay, I get really excited because it's what I've always wanted out of a Pokemon game. I think I saw the gameplay. I don't remember what the aesthetics were. If you want, can you please post a link in Lightning Cage? Yeah, Lightning Cage is where you post links, particularly links. But you can go either way, Ice Age or Lightning Cage, do whatever you want. If you want to post a video, the video link in either Ice Cage or Lightning Cage, do whatever you want. But yeah, can you post that link there in either channel? Lightning Cage pertains more to like technology and all that. Hence lightning, because whatever pertains to the idea of utilizing lightning.
Can't get rid of me, Meg.
You really volunteered into a pact of
But
punishment.
with this video links,
Fool than I already thought.
it can fall either way. Ice Age, Lightning Age, whatever you want.
Maybe I just...
You're right.
Dude, what? Okay, yeah, thank you, I appreciate it. I wish Bandai Namco was making the graphics instead. Yeah, the way that, just from looking at the games that they have been making already, like in terms of like modern day, even like old school, their artwork is so good. I associate Bandai Namco,
Bleeding Zagreus.
yeah, I associate Bandai Namco with DBZ, like a lot of the DBZ games. Like Budokai Tenkaichi, as well as the previous Budokai games. Bandai Namco is were the ones that made new Pokemon Snap and it looks so nice, dude. So yeah, yeah, absolutely. Okay. Fighter Z was made by someone else, though, I think. Ah, gotcha. It does mostly look alright, but there's some shots that are kind of rough, man. Oh, relative to Arceus? Yeah. I wasn't paying too much attention because, the main reason why I was, looking into that game was so that I can show and reference that for my friend who really enjoys Pokemon. I fell off of Pokemon after Generation 3, and after that, my friend helped me kind of like just enjoy some of the later aspects and iterations of the game series, but I myself then never really found like a rekindled love for the game series. Nothing against the game series, it's just like I don't want to say I grew up, but I would say I grew out of the series. Which I think makes sense. Makes sense in relative to like what I was saying, not relative to like it makes sense that I grew out of it. Which in general, values change, so yeah, it does to some idea make sense that like I'm not always gonna like something. In fact, I looked into how many hours I have in Hades for the Switch. I have 390 hours invested into Hades ever since February 23rd, 2021, and I even took a month break. A full month break. Not playing the game at all. 390 hours up to today. Or a few days ago. I don't even know why I spoke about that. Why did I speak about that? Oh, because even after like 390 plus hours of a game that I love, tried and true love, I, there's this huge chance that I might change down the road and be like, yeah, I love this game and I enjoyed a lot, I learned a lot from it, but there's a huge chance that I might change objectives and I might change avenues in life. I don't know. I played a lot of the third generations in early middle school. Nice. I did not play much Pokemon after that. Yeah, like I really enjoyed. Okay, don't get me wrong. I was able to I was able to play Black and White 2, X and Y, X or Y rather, and I was able to play one of the Omegas, Omega Sapphire. Was it Omega Sapphire or is it Omega Ruby? I think it's Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, and yeah, Aurus, yeah. And then I was able to enjoy these iterations because a friend of mine was able to really like push me into playing handhelds, and he was like, "Dude, just here's my gift. Play these games. Please understand why I love these games." And I understood why he loved the games, but for me, I'm like, if it hadn't been for him, I would not have ever tried those games ever. I don't think I grew out of it as much as I don't have a good reason to play the games. That's completely fair. Again, I think that comes to be regarding values. If you don't value certain aspects of these games, why will you find it within yourself to play these games or invest your time, you know? Like why? It doesn't make sense. And I completely get where you're coming from. I did not see that. This game is rough. Like in the beginning, it's so rough. Nice. Thank you for posting that in Lightning Cage. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, man.
Shades of the dead
You must have had a...
I guess.
You never learn. Blooded.
Father,
What would you even?
If there's anything that you want to post, whether it's an Ice Cage or Lightning Cage, do whatever you want. If there's anything that you want to share that you want to talk about, please do so. If there's anything that you wish to entrust to us, that you would seek advice on, there is the supportive sins.
Shades.
There is a supportive sins
Sounds aggressive.
I'll fight my way out of
channel if you want support.
Pack is nothing
So
to me.
yeah, just
Keep things
whatever you want, man. We have a lot of different channels for different purposes. If you can read the channel descriptions, if you're on mobile, in the respective channel that you're in, I think you should be able to tap the very top of your screen where it says a name, and once you tap that, it'll open up the description of the respective channel that you're looking at.
You would.
I do indeed.
Dude, there was a point in where I was extremely mad at Nintendo for just completely ignoring Brazil, and then literally 1 week later they announced on all social media accounts that they are going to be officially selling the Switch in Brazil. Yeah. Supportive Sins is a very sus name. Yeah. So here's the thing, the reason why I put it like that is because sometimes people will commit sins and do stupid shit, and sometimes they need support because it isn't so much that you're supporting their sins, you're supporting them through the sins that they have committed, and sometimes they need support getting out of the hell that made them commit those sins. That's why I put it like that. It's not that I want to support the sins that people commit. I want to support them through the sins that they have committed so that I can help them get out of the hell that they are in. Stuff like that.
Wretches of the underworld, take heed.
If I wanted to play semantics, I could say supported sins.
Gust of air. This mark, almost like a
But,
battering.
it's just semantics.
Olympus,
This is the first and last time we're going to see Hermes at the forefront. This is the first and last time. At least I think.
appreciate the lift, Lord Hermes, sir. Now let's go. Nothing.
Does he die? No, 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 no. The reason why, how this game is designed, is that if you don't choose certain items, let's call them items or charms. If you don't choose certain charms in the beginning of your run, before your run, there's that glass shell, that casing. They have what's called charms or whatever it may be. I forgot the proper term in this game. I call them charms. If you pick out certain charms, then you can pick out certain gods that will show up first, or hammers will show up first. If you pick Hermes, his charm, I think he does show up. I don't remember, or maybe he doesn't. I really don't remember because I never used his charm, and I think that was the first and last time I ever saw Hermes show up in the very beginning of the run. He shows up later in the runs, in terms of his boons.
Goddess Athena.
You arrived soon at
What are you up to, man? How was your weekend? I don't know if we chatted about that. How was your weekend, man? I want to get Doom on my special, so I can have trailing damage on all these enemies, and then I want to get weak on my special, or frozen. No, I can't get frozen. Frozen is like much later on in the game. No! Oh my god, you scared the fuck out of me. I kind of forgot my whole weekend. My memory has not been the best. Okay, so I just yelled, right? I yelled because I panicked. Did that peak at all? So what happened was that the PS4 controller is way more sensitive compared to the Nintendo Switch controller, and for whatever reason, whenever I press menu, I press upward. There was a little peak. Okay, so I have to adjust. I do have to adjust. 1 2 1 2. Hello, hello. Is it okay? It's a little lower, but is it okay? I'll keep speaking in the meantime. So the reason why I panicked, right? The reason why I panicked is because what happened back there was the PS4 controller is way more sensitive compared to, like, in terms of inputs compared to the Switch Pro controller, and I have a tendency to hold my joystick forward, and it's just a really bad habit, and for whatever reason the PS4 controller registers that for whatever reason the PS4 controller and the PS4 in UI, whenever I'm holding forward and I press menu, it toggles and it registers the input so that I can go into quit. I'm selecting quit, and when I press start, or if I press square or X on the PS4 controller, I'm gonna hit quit, and I don't realize that, and I'm literally jamming square or X, which is it's really dumb on my part. Seriously, it's so fucking dumb on my part. It is okay. Is my microphone audio still okay relative to the game audio? Like, is my microphone audio, is it much better compared to before in terms of before the stream, but it's still lower compared to before the peak? If what I'm saying makes sense.
My weapon's hidden talents. Tuned up.
Because I decreased my decibels by 4, so instead of -4 is -8. It looks like on the user interface of my my studio program, it seems like it's a little difficult, even with my face up to the microphone now. It looks like it seems to be having a little more difficulty registering into the yellow red zone, and I just want to make sure that it is difficult when I do, for example, this 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 1 2 3 ha. Like, if I do stuff like that, what the hell are these sounds? I feel like I'm hearing kitchen utensils banging from me,
Surprise.
or from the game. I assume from the game. Okay, yeah, that's not really loud. Yeah, okay, cool. So I'm making sure that like I'm holding myself accountable, and I'm making sure that like I'm having contingencies for when I yell. It didn't peak in the slightest. Okay, cool. Thank you. And also, is the audio still good relative to the game audio? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. It's the shield. It's the shield slamming against enemies. It sounds like that. Maybe the game is in the same volume as you. Should I lower the game volume? Do you think that I should lower the game volume?
You know, Prince Ed,
Oh, something's just about always in it.
well, I am grateful for it. A fine selection there.
Yes, okay. 24, it's at negative 24. It's at 27. Let's play with 27 a little bit. I'll test it out. You think the game audio is slightly delayed? Okay. Unfortunately, I can't fix that without restarting the stream. Is it like bothersome? Is it cumbersome? Is it bad? Like a really bad delay? Like what is the game audio delayed relative to? The dialogue? Like the textual dialogue? Or the actions? Well, if the game's if there's desync, then everything is fucked. It doesn't matter. Rather, it doesn't bother me. I'm just surprised I didn't notice earlier. Yeah, that's weird. I haven't faced that issue in like years. Can you tell me like what exactly is desynced? Or what you speculate is desynced?
Anyone else?
You have the Shield of Chaos.
Just the game audio, pretty sure. Okay. And you think is that the dialogue relative to the textual, relative to the text, or is it like the actions? For example, like right now, I'm swinging my shield, I'm hitting the enemy. Is the game audio desynced in that? Are the visuals desynced from the sounds? Like I hear enemies a second or two after they're already dead. Okay, yeah, so there's definitely delay. I have to... The problem with that, it's literally just Elgato acting up. It sucks. It's literally just a it's literally just a program, and I have to... I'm so lazy. I'm so tired, dude. I am so tired outside of, like, the weekdays that I just do nothing but sleep or chat in Discord, and, like, it sucks. Because, like, I'm literally just resting, and like I don't want to do anything for the stream, and during the week I'm too busy to do anything for the stream. It's like it's very terrible. It's a terrible cycle. But like one of my friends, she, bless her soul, dude, she actually recommended me a program to look into for, I think it's OBS and something else in tandem with OBS, and like I'm trying to see if that'll work for an Apple system. In this case, an iMac system from 2015. Like the stream is already close to ending, so there's not really a point in fixing it right now. Yeah. If I restart the stream, right, like there's no point. I'm pretty much just going until like you decide to go off, or if I'm too tired to keep going. I'm just hanging out. I'm just trying to make as much progress before I depart.
Whichever god I don't pick won't be pleased. Divine protection.
You would deny such aid as I would offer.
Apologies, Lord Ares.
I have to remember to stop being so aggressive. I don't have the actual legitimate progress to be so aggressive. I'm treating as though I'm like properly equipped to tackle on the top left instead of 5 heat, 30 heat. God, dude, I have to present an assignment. I think that's what it's called in English to class. I'm no good at talking in public. It takes a lot of practice, man. It takes so much practice. Like, I get where you're coming from. When I was your age, I was not good at public speaking. I tried, and like I did my best to communicate with my friends, but like talking with friends is very different from talking publicly. So I get where you're coming from, man. It's not easy. But honestly, just if you have time, if you have to present tomorrow, I'm sorry, that's not really a lot of time, but just go read through your material, study it, and if I were you, just go through like the mental cues and like the social cues. If you even have to like practice your speech right now, like in your room or wherever it may be, like, I like when it's a group project because we can just choose the dude that did no work to present for us. Yeah. Yeah. I get where you're coming from. Yeah, no, it's, that's fair. I get where you're coming. Dude, it doesn't change in college. It doesn't change in college. People are such pieces of shit. Like, group projects are fucking terrible because, like, some people just fucking bail out. They're just like, yeah, I can't meet up. I'm sorry, man, I can't meet up. And it's like that every single time. I'm like, you motherfucker, we have to present next week, and you haven't done anything.
Kieran's shop. Hey, good to see you out here, mate. I'll take it.
But yeah, it doesn't change in college. There are still people who won't contribute to the group because they're so fucking irresponsible or so lazy.
He's offering an exchange. Might of the sea.
Beyond the present chamber lies the outermost.
And I can reckon quite a bit.
The good part is when you hit work, they actually get punished for not doing shit. You can literally call out to your project leaders and whatnot, administration, be like, yo, this motherfucker's not doing anything. They'll get in trouble. They get reprimanded.
I never thought that such a thing was possible.
The worst part is that we only have to do this because our test got canceled and this presentation is now going to count as a point for the test. Good luck. I'm sorry. That's tough. I think I'm gonna lose this.
This isn't over yet.
No, wait!
Oh,
You better not have given me this one.
that's so frustrating. I read her name as Megara the Furry. Maybe she is a furry, man. You never know. What is your opinion on, that topic?
Yeah, I hope so too.
Do not. You would.
Achilles? I've never met.
I know that. Oh man, you don't want to dive into that rabbit hole. Do you want to just talk about it over the Discord?
Hey, the land
Like,
is open.
there's no judgment over there. Like, I'm curious about what your topic, what your curiosity is, or what your stance is on that.
I just wanted to
It's
say
literally a no
congratulations
judgment
for
zone.
this new. Thanks for all your hard work. Greetings, broker.
For me, I'm literally just curious.
What's that there? Something from the Fates? The ever-shifting chambers of the underworld ought to be a little livelier with this.
That community has two sides, basically, from what I can tell, in terms of, like, I know it's a very controversial set of, like, public opinions on that. Like, I know, but for me, I have nothing against them. I literally don't care. Like, for me, I just don't want people to be fucking weird and hurt other people based on, like, their preferences or their shenanigans. As long as their shenanigans aren't hurting other people, I don't care.
What's going on, Skelly?
So that's my stance on it. Honestly, that's my holistic stance on like what people under bullshit do. There's young artists that just enjoy these characters, and then there's 20-plus-year-olds wearing animal costumes. Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right.
Got something new to try. Keepsakes hold power. Okay. You know something, boyo? I wreck my farm.
That does sound about right, yeah.
Think that should do
I
it.
think the worst demonstration of furries is the Rainforest. It was a convention by furries for furries. What was it about? I'm afraid I'm afraid to ask, but I'm gonna ask anyway. What was it about?
Aha, you being serious? You're not so bad yourself. All right, one more time.
What is going on with the fucking stream? Hold on, I'm just testing something out. I'm trying to see if like there's any problems with like the internet on my end. Cause I don't know if it's the Twitch interface that's acting up. I don't think my internet speed is good. So I think it's just interface on Twitch is acting up. There was a lots of someone clogged the toilet. Oh. Yikes. That does sound like a giant mess. That's fucking terrible.
Uncle Poseidon.
That's fucked up.
Oh, what's this? What's that portal thing there on the ground? So all I need to do is sacrifice some of my life essence to go in here. Ah, I don't see why not. Who or what is this? Is not someone I recognize. So, in the name of Hades.
Ah, man. That's such a... Why? It just sounds like a bunch of degenerates.
The deepest.
Could you keep it down?
It's such a shame when, like, people do very strange things in such a way that kind of ruins the public image of the communities that they're in, regardless of, like, what sort of, regardless of what the public predisposition or public perception is in such a biased stance against them, regardless of whatever that may be. It sucks when like constituents of that community decides to spin that public image into an even worse understanding by the public. It sucks.
Gemstones.
Apparently, the person doing that action into cars is the same guy that sent letters to every single hotel chain in the states close to the convention telling them not to. Okay, so people who had missions and objectives and biases against these particular communities decide to infiltrate said communities, make them look bad, and so basically it was just a dick move. That's not the furry's fault. That's fucked up. That is actually very fucked up. What the hell? If it was a bunch of people who was infiltrating from the outside into the community because they want to make that community and its constituents look bad, that's terrible. That says a lot about them as fucking terrible human beings. Don't get me wrong, I don't care for that community. I don't. I really don't. I don't care. They don't bother me, and I don't find it within myself to feel bothered by their actions and behaviors. What's the name of the thing that detects smoke? A fire alarm? Yikes. Why? That's so dumb. Like, dude, they could have started like a very hazardous situation just because they wanted to turn that off to enjoy their degenerate activities. Like, that's so dumb. So irresponsible. They literally could have been arrested for that. That's tampering. That could fall within realm of vandalizing.
Is my hair sticking up?
That's so stupid. That's like on some... That's on some, like, adolescent stupid shit. Someone clogged some sort of machine close to the pool, and yeah, that's not okay. That's actually not okay. People don't understand how much, like, how much equipment, how much care is necessary to go into pools, and for people to just do that is actually, like, terrible. They have no sense of consequence. They have no sense of responsibility. That is so irresponsible. People don't understand how much money goes into managing a pool.
Centaur heart.
I'm talking about that. I'm literally pressing forward. I'm pressing forward as I'm hitting start, and it'll go immediately into the quit option. I'll press X, and I'm almost quitting. It's so fucking dumb. Or as I'm pressing start, I'm jamming forward at the same time. That's my fault. That is literally my fault, but holy fuck, that blows. Because I never faced that situation in the Nintendo Switch. Never. Oh, I know why that's happening. Because how it's structured in the Switch. X approval on Nintendo Switch is in the form of A, which is the right directional pad button. It's not downwards. B is what I use to escape from the menu. Oh my god, I'm such a fucking idiot. That convention was a reverse of DashCon in the sense that it was ruined by the participants instead of the organizers. Isn't there a way to use a Pro Controller on the PS4? I don't know. I never looked into it. I personally like the PS4 controller better compared to the Pro Controller. I like the the PS4 controller much better.
Ready, lads? I'm out.
My reflexes are honestly pretty bad. Like I'm gassing out. I'm burning out pretty hard. After this run, it's most likely gonna fail. Not here, but like in general. Most likely after this run, I'm calling it. Dude, I cannot use PlayStation controllers for the life of me. Really? I've used bootlegs that feel more comfortable in my hands. What kind of controller do you feel comfortable using?